Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Um, gonna try something. I had an idea yesterday for how to make some interesting shapes and structures, and I kind of wanted to give it a shot today. Um, so we're gonna do something sort of landscapey, but very much Flux modified and inspired. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I think our ground, I'm actually going to use a circle again today. And 30, so 60 meters radius or diameter. F7. This is just the usual stuff that we do every time, right? Just inset. There we go. Create ourselves a bit of a space. And I'm not entirely sure what I want my terrain to look like, but I do know I want it to have a little bit of some channels. And yeah, let's see. I'm gonna maybe one. Actually, let's do it this way. Select random, deselect. Okay, cool. Just going to use that to select our paths. So we get something that's not quite 100% symmetrical. And GZ down. And let's grab this too. GZ down, because it'll just make for better geometry. Okay. I'm not even going to do that. I think let's inset it. Yes. And then GZ down. Cool. Just going to select all these outer faces. I don't want them. Right. X faces. Okay. Now, 1 ounce drawn proportional and random. 7. Select random. Select GZ. Okay, cool. Now, I think I want to bevel those edges though. I think that's a little bit too sharp for me. And I don't know, I'm just playing. I have no strong agenda yet. Okay. And I think, I'm not liking our center here yet, so 3 GZ. Let's do that. Let me turn on, instead of random, let's make it smooth. So it's kind of like that. Okay, sure. Let's save into our new folder. 240130-1 livestream Flux Tower. We're just getting started. And let's see if it's too sharp or if we're good. Append, terrain generator, rocky desert, node tree, terrain. Nodes, terrain. And it's thinking. And I think, again, I'm just going to probably just use the 1 and just have it be terrain rather than like, I don't know. The cliffs aren't awful. It's a little too strong though. Geometry nodes. Let's go look at it and see. So our cliffs, roughness of 0.055. Bring it down a little bit. Not that one. 0.06. 0.1. Strength of 0.2. I don't want punching up as much. There we go. That's getting better. Okay. But our roughness 0.6. Where are we at? Go for a bit more. There we go. Scale 0.2. To make it a bit rougher. It's kind of weird, but I don't hate it. Strength, I don't want 0.2. 2. That's why it went so down. There we go. That's better. There we go. That's looking kind of cool. It's sort of an interesting shape. And we probably have a few intersections. Let's see. Yeah, a couple, but not bad. I think it should be okay. We could add a smoothing. Afterward, 5. Let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, I like the smoothing. Cool. Let's apply those. We're going to go with this as our terrain. I like it. Okay, so now we get into the interesting stuff, potentially, I hope. Fluids, no. Cell fluids. Cell fluids, that's what we want. New fluid. And size, X. Do we want to go all the way to the edge? I think we can afford to. Down. Let's make a max depth of 50. Morning, Brian. Maybe not 50, although it doesn't matter, but let's go 30. And save. And let's take it down just a little bit more so it's not intersecting there. There we go. So whole, yep, all ground is inside. We're good there. Take this object, our ground, and move it to the ground folder. And then we're going to do something a little different than I usually do for water. And that is Shift A, mesh, cylinder. Sure. 1 GZ. Take it up that high. S, Shift C, make it a bit bigger. Now, tab 3, select, check or deselect. What? Select, check or deselect. There we go. Deselected 3. And that gives, and then offset. There we go. There we go. Now it lines up right. I don't know why it does that weirdly. Now, actually, well, that's fine. Alt-E, long normals. Out like that. We got individual origins. Individual origins, E, scale, Alt E, normals. There we go. That's a neat shape. Let's make that be our water extruder. I know, weird, right? Inflow. And I think outflow, Shift A, mesh, cube, S, Shift Z, GZ down. There we go. I like that outflow. Well, I'm not sure it'll work, will it? No, I don't think it does. I think I've tried this before. Let's try without an outflow for right now and see what happens. Actually, I know what we'll do. Shift A, mesh, cylinder, S30. Scale it up a bit more. Control A, rotation scale. Cool. Tab 3, select this, and this X faces. Cool. Doesn't need to be this high. Or it doesn't need to be high at all, but that's fine. 7. Good, good, good. Q. Add modifier. Oh, wait. Okay. Q. Add modifier solidify. And we'll go in slightly. And apply. We're going to make that an outflow. And then we're just going to turn off so I never have to see it. Because we shouldn't need to. So now if we come to here, we got an inflow. Oh, god damn it. Get a bit wider. Come on, there we go. Inflow of inflow. Inflow I'm just going to delete. Outflow of outflow. Ground of ground. We have no dynamic ground. We have no effectors. We don't want splashes. Slash 0 on this one. Foam probability of 0. Doesn't matter anyway. Okay. And let's see. Play. Oh, yeah. That is what I wanted. That's not, my outflow is not working, doesn't seem like. I might make it a bit bigger. Let's go and 500. Turn on our outflow again, just so I can see it. There we go. That's looking good. That seems pretty cool. Doing essentially what I wanted it to do. Might give it a little bit more variance here. Select this thing. Tab. Hmm. First, I'm going to just poke these faces. There we go. Now, S, Shift Z. No. Turn off proportional. I mean, kind of neat, I guess. Alt S. There we go. That's what we wanted. Okay. Tab. Cool. And I think here, let's take these 4. Alt E, normals. Go more. Tab. 7. And I think I'm just going to scale the whole thing down just a touch. And rewind and play again. It's kind of cubing it, sadly, but that's okay. I think that's looking good. That's about as big as it's going to get because, yep. Alrighty. So if we take it and I just want to, instead of doing the what you call it, applying it inside or that way, I'm just going to apply it. So now I should be able to turn this off, turn this off. Yes, and I should have this fluid. Now let's see what it's looking like in terms of tries and polys. Morning, Micah. Not bad. Could work. But let's try, I want to see with quad remeshing it. And let's say 20,000. Remesh it. Okay. Let's see if this will work. Well, it definitely simplifies it, which is fine. How much did it simplify it? Quite a bit. Interesting. Maybe a little, not enough actually. I want some of those to be a bit smaller. Let's do it again. Delete it, bring back our fluid, and retop it. Let's try the count of 10,000. It doesn't matter if it simplifies the water out this time. We're okay with that. It's not actually going to stay water for too long, so. Let's see, does that give us bigger? It does give us some bigger things. Cool. Now, 7. Let's grab these. Turn back on proportional and GZ. That. Cool. There we go. And 2 or 3 rather. Let's grab these. Can I grab the whole thing? I don't want the whole thing. I just want this loop. Is it is it the whole? Is it all one? Oh, it's all one. Interesting. Weird. I mean, kind of neat, but weird. Let's see if we can just do it this way then. Get close enough that we will be good. Yeah, fine. And we're going to go to sharp and scale, Shift C. Yeah, something like that. Now let's see, this one, can we do, does it work here? No. have to do the same kind of thing here around, which we can do. It's fine. Okay, scale outward. Blow it up. GZ. Raise it up a bit. Cool. Very cool. That works. And I'm kind of into that. I think that'll work. Let's save. Now let's do a little bit of playing and see what we get. Q, add modifier, wireframe. S. And then add modifier. I can just do it this way. We're going to add a subsurface to it. And it's going to take it a second because it's getting kind of largish. But it should work. Yeah, it does. Cool. I love these underground ones, even though we can't see them, but it's kind of cool too. Now, let's see. Hi, play. Now let's try some. We're not turning it off yet, but we're just going to come back and do it a little bit more to it. I want to stretch them a little bit. So let's add a displacement modifier at the top. New. And strength is going to just be like 0.25. And the texture is going to be distorted noise with a very large scale like that. And Voronoi, sure. Maybe not double Voronoi. Crackle? Ooh, Crackle's kind of neat. You don't really notice it too much though. Let's increase the scale now, or the strength now that way. Should be okay. We turn back on our wireframe and it gets a little bit wonked out. Let's turn back on our subdivision. Let's see what we got. It might be a little too much. I want to have some randomness to it, but not too much. I kind of liking it up there though. Strength of like, let's try 0.5. That might be all right. Are they all connected? I don't know if they are or not. Oh, I had to tell. Let's disconnect that. Tab 3L. No, it is all connected. No, it's not. Okay, there's some that we don't, and we don't need any of the things that are not connected. So let's just go ahead and delete them. That'll make our life easier. Less polys is always better. All right, that's cool. Maybe let's do a little bit of sculpting. Drag it, get big, and bring it up, shrink it down, up, out, out. We just started from the water. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with water. It's just a way to get shape generated across all this stuff. So we don't need to worry too much if we're changing it. I'm just kind of trying to find a form we like. And I'm kind of liking this one. And I want it to actually have some stretches. Yeah, we got a GUI thing. Well, it's only going to be going GUI for a few minutes, but turn back on the displacement. Okay, maybe. Wireframe. Now it's not GUI anymore. And subdivision. That should also smooth it down some. I'm trying to get quads of different size basically by stretching them. It's kind of the idea. And that seems possible. Cool. Now again, I wish I could just bundle all these together into like a group and just turn them all off at once. Object mode. Tab. Let's see. 2. No. F. 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 No, I want that one. F. Okay. F. Great. I'm liking that. Now let's add some edge loops. 14, not that it matters, but 15. There we go. Okay. No. Yes. I do not need to be accurate here at all. G. Connected only. Now we're going to smooth. Okay. 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 Cool. So those are starting to mess with things a bit. Now we go back to 2, and now we can do, this is where we get a little bit manual, but it's fine. F and F, 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 F. We do not have to be accurate here, but I'm just kind of being, I don't know, a little bit symmetrical. I don't even really know why. Not that one. There we go. That one. Okay. Right. Just had this idea last night when I was going to bed. I was like, oh, I wonder if that would work. It seems like it will. Okay. Tab, save, and we turn back on to, let's go a bit at a time. Wireframe, subdivision. I tried to do it with cobwebs initially, and it didn't really work. So then I was like, I wonder if I could just do it this way. And the answer seems to be yes. we can just keep adding more of these cross beams too. We're going to add at least a couple more. Okay, tab. And we can go F. Now I'm not going to necessarily try to stay symmetrical, but yeah, that one F. And then here to F. And here to keep hitting the wrong button. Or selecting the wrong face. There, F, right? Yep. Cool. And there's the wrong edge again. Shift, not control, Seth. Okay. I should probably edit them at the same time, just because we're starting to add more. It'd be easier rather than having to just remember where they all are and go back. But they don't all have to be the same number either. And by varying that up, we vary the size of both the size of the hole and the size of the smoothing when it applies the subdiv. Here, F. And we're just kind of going for a little bit of a mess, to be honest, I think is what we want at this point. No, this one. Yeah, and let's just warp that one. Keep it from being straight. Maybe we'll warp this one too. That's kind of neat. Let's not go overboard. So let's see if this is enough. I want to move this one. Okay. And maybe move this one. What I really want is like, this looks meshy and it's fine, but what I really like is this, what the subdiv does to it. I feel like, yeah, that, where it makes it feel more organic. We could even do it too, but we just gotta be careful for our, yeah, it's better. Cool. That's looking horrific and wonderful. I like it. Okay. Idea is working. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm gonna try now, just doing a little bit more to it as we come back here and tab and grab this. And can we start stretching it like that too, so they're not all even? Maybe turn off proportional. Yeah, I think that's a cool idea. We're just trying to organicify it, basically. That's a great word, right? We want to feel somewhat intentional, but also organic. Turning it off axis is cool too. Oh, that's fine. We'll do that one as well. Save. And I'm gonna do it here. Okay. On. Something went wrong. Okay. Where was it? Let's turn on, turn off even. That's better. It's actually even better. And then turn back on subdivision again so it doesn't look like ladders. And it's thinking. Okay. Just gonna do a few more little things, I think. This one needs the most adjusting, I believe. I like it, but tab 3. Let's select just a couple of these faces here. And sure, that seems good. And face, triangulate the faces. Save. Which will introduce a little bit more weirdness to it as we wireframe it and subdivide it. Keep everything being quite as even in form too. And just to think, we started all of it with water. I love it. Well, in fact, if we wanted the water, we still have the initial water, which I don't think we do. Just get rid of it. But yeah, here we go. Those triangles give us some neat forms there too. Get some different shapes every once in a while. In fact, let's deselect everything again. Select everything. Tab A, select random, deselect. Let's deselect like 0.75. This is most of them. Micah, have you learned nothing from what I do? It's not going to do anything. That's not what it's there for. It was made by Flux, but it's not necessarily going to do anything. Ooh, no, I don't want to poke faces, so that could be cool. Face, triangulate faces. There we go. And K. And yep. Let's grab a couple of these. Like in these bigger ones we still have, because that was kind of a neat idea actually. Just to say, we'll grab just a few. That should be fine. And these ones we will poke faces. Save. Turn back on. Turn back on. Turn back on. If I have to explain what it does with something like this, I've probably failed. It's just kind of look, and honestly, I don't think it does anything. Even if it was maybe once meant to. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. We get some thickness and some thin. We've broken up our shapes a little bit more. Yeah, we got some divisions here as we come look. You can see. Thank you, OneDrive. I don't need my memories from last year. Yep, cool. All that's looking nice. We could adjust the wireframe thickness, but I think it's about right. The only thing I might do is pull that top a bit. Could be all of the above, but I'm not necessarily going to share. One, turn back on proportional and GZ. And let's just stretch these top ones quite a bit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Go for a good spike. Everyone likes a spike. I didn't make a new memory. Come on, this isn't Total Recall. There we go. I like having a bit more size break up there. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. I like having those bigger holes up there at the top like that. Near the top of the spire. I actually wonder, ooh, what would happen if we decimated it first? Or after the displace. So let's decimate it right after the displace. It's actually not that big, so it should be a piece of cake to do. Take it down to like 0.5. Oh god, yeah. And the lag on this chat is intense. It's like 2 minutes. I don't know why. It's annoying me. Oh yeah. No, that's better. Isn't that better? Yes. I like having the more space, and it also changes up the sizes so they're not all consistent. Oh, that is exactly what I was looking for. Yay. This is gonna be like someone was it tryptophobia? It's gonna be a nightmare for them. So I may have to warn them when I post on Mastodon. They get worried about those like content warnings. It's like, yes, if holes freak you out, don't look at this one. Okay. I am, I believe, well satisfied with this to the point that I think I'm going to apply it and start playing with it. Grab it, Q, apply modifiers. And we can apply, our ground is already applied, so we're good there. We gotta decide what kind of material we want for it too. I have not seen Reminisce, no. That is super cool. Okay, so what kind of material? Let's just look abstract at first with the real times. Just see what we can find here that might be neat. I mean, any of these might be cool. This would probably be very cool. Let's see. Yep, yeah, that's very cool. I mean, that is indeed very cool. Oh, it's so. Alrighty, gonna go with that. just like how organic we made this, just even just using straight up regular modeling. Although we did, again, run it out of water to start, just to get our base forms. But yeah. Okay then. Mesh cylinder S30. Yeah. And GZ. And this. We're going to start with a minus, then we're going to change it. Because I don't remember what the intersection one is. There we go. And apply. Just killed all the stuff that's outside of our ground so it doesn't glow in on us. We do still have some underground, but it makes it a bit neater for looking at. I don't know if that, I just did an intersection Boolean, so anything that was outside both of them got nuked. Right, cool. Save. Now, what sort of environment do we want to make this? Kind of been enjoying sticking in the desert, so maybe we'll keep staying in the desert for right now. Although I did do that one jungle one last night, so yeah, it does switch up. The jungle one's going to give us more, would give us more lights and more surfaces to play off of potentially than desert. Maybe we'll do jungle. Why not? Geoscatter. Select our ground. And biome scatter. Open the biomes. And let's see. Jungle. Forest. 10? 9? Let's do 9. We're going to need to do some tweaking because I think otherwise it's going to intersect a whole bunch on the ground, which I guess if it's not a physical surface, we could allow it if we wanted to. But let's see. Whew, yeah, it's going to be a bit much. I think the first thing we're going to do, and I don't know how much it'll help us, but let's new collection tower. And let's get rid of upward obstruction on the tower. So nothing directly underneath the tower will show up. But there's a lot that's not directly under the tower anymore. Tree. Let's display it as the cute tree so we can see what the heck it is. Okay. I'm just going to turn, we got dead leaves turned off and ground cover turned off when I come back. This one, because it's another tree. Yeah, I don't want that one touching. So this one will go with proximity. We're going to repel it from the tower, which will probably pretty much nuke it, but let's see. Distance of 2. I might even have to kill it from just inside. Unless we want it to go through the trees. I don't know. Let's just see what it looks like. don't think I want it to go through the trees, which is fine. So we're just going to take our ground, tab, Alt Z, C. No, come here. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Group, add a vertex group, assign it, and then calling mask our trees from our group. Cool. So we have trees on the outside. We have one. I don't want that one in the middle there too, so let's just get rid of it. Enter, assign. There we go. Okay, so only those trees are only coming on the outside. Good, good, good. And let's put the second trees back. I'm going to do something similar to them, I think. Tree. First we'll do vertex group. Kill that, and then pel from the tower. Three. Yeah, doesn't really work for us, does it? We're gonna get rid of the repel. And here. No, here. Tab. C. And let's just do some painting. C. Shrink it down. There we go. Whee! I feel like we may have to do this several times just to get it exactly right, but trying to. There we go. And let's make a new group just to be sure, and assign. Tab. Okay. My jungle tree is going to actually go to group 1 now. Oh, come on. I got that, didn't I? I see. There's still lots inside because I didn't turn on ghost mode. There we go. See if that does it. Assign. Better. We still have one right there, you little bastard. See. No. See. There we go. Assign. Tab. Cool. I think we can. Yeah, there's one there too. Control plus. There we go. Assign. Cool. Okay, so the trees are now. Oh no! See, you keep finding them. Oh, that one's off. That one's good. And that one's not. Yeah. Sign. Oh, I see. There we go. Sign. Cool. That's that. That's that. Ah, we got a couple here. Why are they still? Oh, those are the other trees, aren't they? Yeah, maybe we'll do both the trees to that one. One. Yeah. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Tab. Alt Z. C. Okay. Sorry, pain. But I think we got them. It's kind of good enough for what we want to be. Save. Now, the stuff. That can go under. I'm okay with that. Can also go under. I'm okay with that. I think the rest of this is going to be all right. Ground cover. Was that the one I didn't want to turn on? No, it's okay. Well, it is right now. Turn off. Twigs. That was another okay one. Sure, fine. Dead leaves should be fine. Okie dokie. So that's all right. It's going pretty good. Where are we at? 57. So half an hour to keep playing. Cool. So this is pretty big. Let's check our scale to see what kind of storytelling we want to do. Where's my human gen? Human gen. Dude. There's my trusty dude. How tall is he? He's okay. So that's the scale we're looking at. Stuff is big, but you could climb through it if you wanted to. Now, and we haven't decided if these things are solid or not yet. There's something to be said for both options. Like it could be ghost-like but solid, and we could climb up this thing. We could literally just put some people on it. You tell me. I'm liking that angle though. Let's see. Let's just set a camera up quick, because you start getting to this point, you're like, ooh, pretty. Or at least I do. Alexa, yep. Camera, the cook, but we're gonna go to 35 and not 50. And resolution wide. Now we're gonna get a little closer. It's a little steeper than I want to be. Maybe even go to 28. I try to avoid going below 35 sometimes, but sometimes there's a reason. And actually, the advantage to video games is we've gotten so used to wide angle lenses from playing video games that it no longer feels as weird as it did in the old days. Back in the day. Save. Let's see. Don't hate that. Gives a little bit more room for the tower. Something like that could be cool. Okay. I think we want our forest cliffs in the background or something behind it. We might as well just use the forest cliffs because we have them and we like them. Ground, forest cliffs. And I start to feel like I'm using Unreal Engine or something, which is to say Quixel mega scans, and then every piece of terrain looks exactly the same in everybody's illustration, and it annoys me. Which is one of the reasons why I don't use Quixel. It's great for making a game if you're smart, but when you're making concept art with it all the time, everything starts to look the same very, very, very fast. I don't want all of my work to look just like everybody else's work. Maybe I'm just being arrogant, but whatever. I think this is the smaller pieces. And it's not too much smaller. Can make it bigger. And make it bigger. I don't know, it gets snobby sounding, but I just, there's something about people who can't be bothered to make even some of their own assets that just starts to get on my nerves after a while. And you see a lot of people who use Unreal particularly, and they're like, I'm a concept artist. I'm like, no, you just reapplied Quixel stuff. And then I get to be a snotty bastard, and it's fine. I'm allowed, right? Right. Okay. Save. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe we'll do another big one off to the side back here too. And I mean, I'm just as guilty in some levels. Like it's all everyone thinks they're not the one to blame for these sorts of things, and you're like, well, maybe. I need to make it longer. Okay. Well, maybe not. Camera. I'm still gonna make it bigger though. 200 just to make sure. Okay. Cool. Your classic arcing composition. But I do like that it's back behind these other ones. So if we add fog, which we're going to do, I think, it'll feel different. That feels very close, and that's fine too. Okay, save it. Time of day. That is another excellent question. If we go night, you're definitely going to see this a lot. We could go like a dark overcast day too, which is kind of what our vibe has been recently for this sort of thing. I don't really want to go to full on night. Well, dusk, but I don't want to see sun. So like, yeah, I think dark clouds basically is kind of the vibe. When I think dusk, I always think like you see some level of sun, or at least light, and I think it's just going to be cloudier. Let's look at our JPEGs and see what we got in this sequence. Like that's gonna be pretty dark. 1084 seems good. Let's try that and see if that's good. Rain in here, that's true. We haven't. I think rain would, well, I mean, like on a very I am selfish basis, rain with this much emissive light would take 1 billion years to render, even on my machine. Um, so, I mean, we could do it. I'm not necessarily saying we shouldn't do it, but okay. See, even that, we start to lose kind of everything but the tower, which, could be cool. But let's see. I'm just going to turn off geoscatter too for a minute, just to speed this up. And it's true, it might look cool, but the question is, like, would it look that much cooler than something else to spend 4 hours doing a render on? Like and I don't know, maybe, but um, there's the rib cage. I turned them off, but you could see them in the shot. It was just dark, but I just turned them off just now because it's faster to not see them. So I turned off all the geoscatter stuff, and it's loading up. Eventually, come on, Blender. There we go. It was yesterday's. Why are we animating? Pause. What are you doing? Okay, turning off geoscatter. There we go. Right. Hello. I swear sometimes it just gets weird. Like, I don't. It's just soloing this thing. I don't want that window. What are you doing, Blender? I'm just gonna open you again. Like, I don't need you to solo. I'm in object mode. Yes. Fine. Be weird. Let's try it the other way. F4, append. Object. Cloud with faded edges. Fine. No, they were there. It's just dark. And the other thing is we're looking up, so like I can turn back on again, and they're there. But when you go here, you might see them more now with the fog. It's just dark. Yep. Yeah. See there, they're there. Now you can see them with the fog better. Fog is good for that sort of thing. I like those clouds actually. I think that's helping us a lot. Again, showing it. Without the clouds, dark. They're your trees. See? Oh yeah, yeah, no worries. But that's better. That is looking good. New collection, fog. Now let's again nuke it out. Yeah, that's this. If you've ever wondered why movies always have so much smoke and fog flying around, it's to do shit like this in a screen when it's dark. That's why it's there. Um, and I really like this one actually. I'm gonna be proud of myself for a minute. I did a good job building this cloud, this fog, so that it actually has wisps to it. So it's not just a solid. It has little cloud things floating in it. It was fun. I think I shared the node for it, I think, but it's just some noise nodes inside, but it does a good job. I am pleased with it. That's cool. Yeah. All right. I think if we want a person, we probably want to be like here and fairly close up to us if we're gonna do it. Like again, silhouette, pretty much. Um, and yeah. Do you want to use one of my cultists again? I am kind of just liking those guys. Um, they're fun. Grab the armed cultist. I've kind of moved to a different set of characters. The story on this world has kind of faded off. I haven't done much with our main characters in a while. Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't felt like it. I know what's going on. I just haven't really felt like it. So you know how it is. Um, this parent to the object. Actually, just in case you want to change it around, let's take this. Fine, Tanya. That and that. Object pose mode. Take this to the hand bone. Parent bone. Cool. Now it should all be part of it. Select hierarchy. Not delete hierarchy, select hierarchy. Select hierarchy. Copy objects. Back over here. Yeah, I know. I actually prefer most of the shots without people too, to be honest. But from a scale and what people expect kind of vibe, kind of need to. Why did I get cobweb generator? Oh, because I'm in pose mode. Copy objects. Now it should copy. New collection. People. Yeah, that's why you tend to reuse it when you can. You're like, I don't care. Come on. Ooh, no. Ugh, no. Okay. Danya. There we go. Because it shows you how far back we are from this thing, actually, because this is her right now. We're actually quite a ways away, and this is quite big. So she is just going to be floating in space. And I'm just going to remove him. Mm. Yep. I just think it's funny to assume that I would only drink from a mug in the morning. I'm like, no, oh God, no, no. That's looking pretty good though. Let's move her maybe over a little bit. So give her a bit more room actually. I'm actually thinking she's kind of cooler than I thought she would be. There. I'm not sure I'm liking her pose though, which is unfortunate because I, yeah. Um, let's just try her standing. Let's go with a standing handshake because that's also going to give her the pole, right? Yeah, that might be better. Oh, that needs to come down. There we go. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's working for me. I'm liking her homemade staff with the wrap on it. You know, brush my shoulders off. No. And then maybe though, I think we might want another person here. So we can set our scale properly. Because when you have two people, then you know exactly how big something is. And we can go grab one from, where is it? Nobody's grabbed from the warband. I don't know why it somehow lost that I worked on a file yesterday morning. I don't know why, but it's fine. It's fine. I had to remove my 2023 files from my work hard drive and just have it on backup hard drive because I had 1.2 terabytes of Blender files from last year and my hard drive was full. I was like, oh, okay, 1.2 terabytes of personal Blender files. Alrighty. Well, they'll just be silhouettes, right? Maybe it's a mannequin. We don't know. It's not a real person. Kind of like this big chunky guy though, too. Yeah. I mean, it didn't really surprise me given the number of images I made, but it was still like that was a lot of blendering. Yeah. You know, like when you do 1,400 images, you got to expect it's going to be a little large, but it was still like, what? Really? Let's see. Oh, there's our guy. Cool. Dot RZ. Oh, let's just select that. RZ. And we need to fix his helmet because it's just bugging me. Not sculpt mode. Let's go to edit mode. Do it precisely. One. There. Now his head's not sticking through anymore. Save. And if I turn off armature so we can actually get a good sense of what this is doing, let's take a look. Yeah, definitely this 3D stuff takes more space than painting. Yeah, okay, so that gives you a good sense because you have a person here and this person there. Now you get an idea how big that tower is, and it feels much bigger than it did when it was just this person here. I like that dude there too. That's working for me, I think. I think we might be good. That's looking pretty cool. I think I like that shot. Um, let's set. I can't go over today. Today's another day. I'm meeting that same friend for coffee again, actually. So I have to move on when it's time. But we're still doing fine. But I just can't go over. And we'll focus on that, which makes our person in the foreground a little bit fuzzier, which is good. Oh, that's not 11 meters. That is not right. Come on, that's got to be further than 11 meters. Show focal plane. You're saying that to the wrong guy, Michael. There we go. There we go. Now it's lining up. Yeah, 40 meters sounds a lot righter than 11. He's a tea drinker. There are wars fought about such things. No, I like them both. Um, I have to admit, I'm more of a coffee guy than a tea guy, but I will certainly drink them both. Okay, cool. So there's our first shot. Let's just look at it. Save again. Well, no, we knock on wood. We haven't had any real Blender crashes from video mode stuff. The occasional geometry node thing, but video mode stuff since the new update to the NVIDIA driver. So I am really happy about that. It has made my life much better. Yes. Okay. Cool. There we go. Focused 40 meters. And yeah, I'm the same way. I don't tend to get terribly, you know, confrontational about enjoyable things. It's like, great, that was tastes good, and this tastes good. Where's the problem? Okay, cool. Save. Let's turn off scatter. Camera. Grab a second camera. Got a gray, and we're going to take this one to lens of 50, I think. I'm just guessing, but we're going to come in. And we're going to go more for this guy this time. Kind of a cowboy shot from the knee up. Over there, let's make sure we don't have a tree jamming right through something that we can't tell. I don't think we do. No, we're good. Save. No, I understand. I worked in the coffee industry and I get it. But after a while, it's like I don't I don't even get snobby about beer anymore. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's all good. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's cool. No notes. That works. Oh, I did it with my first camera, not my second camera. Oh well. I still have the first one there. So good. Oops. Save. And we can do two more cameras easy enough. Should be good. We'll get at least one shot that doesn't have people in it, so Mike is happy, you know. Just kind of go around here. I don't know. See if that lines up. Right. No, it doesn't. We don't want to. We're seeing the ground there. There we go. Now we're not. Focus on that tube there. Let's see what we got. Okay, we're definitely not got our depth of field right. Focus. For some reason, I just wanted to jump. I must be right. Oh, I'm right on the fog border. That's why. was like, why? Right. We can go and set it. I love actually using this to set it precisely. Like we're focused right there now. Cool. Hide the focus plane. Save. Oh, I should turn the plants back on too. Should have the trees on. I don't know if it makes any difference. Yeah, it does. There's a few trees. Cool. I like that. We'll go with that as our third. Cool. And camera 4. I usually like to do a top down, but I'm not sure this time it's gonna work super well. Let's see if we can't do something from like over here. So you can't have a bit in the ground. We'll just kind of do that. It's like right up to us, and we'll still leave our guy out. There we go. Focus here. That looks like it worked this time. Save. And let's see. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. So, in looking at our 4 shots, I'll try to remember to do an order for what we did. 1, yeah, looks good. I like our 2 people. Gives a good sense of everything. 2, cool. Yeah, also works for me. 3, yeah, gives us something different. It's cool. Kind of shows, I like how it shows how kind of lacy and filamenty that section is. And then 4. Again, we got ground, and we kind of show how it's interacting with the space here, which is cool. Right. Awesome. Well, we did finish 3 minutes early, but we went like 10 minutes over yesterday, so that's cool. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out with me today. I'll get these posted up by early afternoon. It'll be a little later today than yesterday, but by early afternoon. And yeah, be back again tomorrow for another one. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. If you have not, please remember to like and subscribe. It just makes me happy. And yep, take care, folks. Later.